Lead the way. Go on. Oh. Yeah, you know where we're going. You know where we're going, don't you? Hi Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. I am here today with a very special video, the Booktube Cat Tag. I hope I have that right. So I had to kind of dig a little bit to try to find the original of this, and I think it may have started out with another animal like a dog, but I think it was created by Danica Lee Ellis, and I was tagged by Gina from Gina Stan Your Books. Ideally, what I was hoping would happen is the cat would come downstairs while I'm filming this and actually be in the video. But since I knew there was a small chance of that, I have filmed a lot of blue footage. It's not all terribly exciting like this. So this is what I normally wake up to. The cat slowly takes over my entire pillowcase. Blue. Yeah, such a baby. Such a baby. But yeah, he'll get on there and he'll kind of make himself small so that my head still fits. But then, you know, once I sit up or get out of bed, then he takes over the whole pillow. Most of the time he's sleeping. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so there will be more footage of Blue than in any other video I've ever had. All right, question number 1. Tell us about your cat. So again, my cat's name is Blue. My husband and I have had him for almost 6 years, and we got him from the shelter. They brought multiple cats into the visiting room at the shelter, and Blue just made a beeline for my husband, jumped up into his lap, and just stayed there. And I think that was his strategy. It was like, all right, I'm just gonna lay on this person's lap until they feel like it's destiny. And we got another cat at that time, and unfortunately he's died since then. But his name was Harry, and Harry was he would have been a Booktube star. I feel certain. He had a lot of personality. But at the end of the day, both Blue and Harry really loved Jason. They love me too. But yeah, they are and were both Jason's cats. So and after we lost Harry, Blue really kind of emerged with a different personality and a different side that we hadn't seen from him before. So that was really exciting. Question 2, what would be your cat's favorite book? All right, so I feel quite certain that The Old Possum's Book of Practical Cats by T.S. Eliot, and especially this edition, which is illustrated by Edward Gorey. I love this book so much. This is gotta be Blue's favorite book. Now, when I was growing up, I did see the musical Cats in the theater. I have not seen the movie, the recent movie, nor do I have any desire to. I did watch a DVD that was the stage production of Cats, and just in looking through this poetry, it's amazing how well they were able to take poems and turn them into songs. But anyway, so I thought I'd just read you a little tiny bit of the Rum Tum Tugger. The rum-tum tugger is a curious cat. If you offer him pheasant, he would rather have grouse. If you put him in a house, he would much prefer a flat. If you put him in a flat, then he'd rather have a house. If you set him on a mouse, then he only wants a rat. If you set him on a rat, then he'd rather chase a mouse. Yes, the rum-tum tugger is a curious cat, and there isn't any call for me to shout it, for he will do as he do, and there's no doing anything about it. This is a great collection of poems for cat lovers. The cat is in bed again. A different part of the day. Yeah. Oh. Oh, and then he tries to bite me. This is what we call the daddy bed. Oh my goodness, a big yawn. Question 3. Use the first letter in book titles to spell your cat's name. I'm glad he has a short name. This was really hard actually to do. So, and I wanted to pick things that I haven't shown on here, my channel before, or that we haven't talked very much about. So the first one, Black Swan Green by David Mitchell. I have read this, as well as David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas. I'm like Jason and I are the only people that really love the film Cloud Atlas. Everyone else prefers the book. Jason hasn't read the book though, so I don't know. But we read this as part of a book club that Jason had, and I really enjoyed it. It's kind of a coming of age story. I thought this was really, really good and well done. It's been a long time since I've read it, but okay, for the L, I've got Jane Ann Phillips' Lark and Termite, which was a National Book Award finalist. And do you know what? I have read this and I don't remember it very well. So I don't know. I have a feeling that I was disappointed by it. But again, I don't remember it that well. All right. Oh my God, this was so hard. Okay. This is Under the Skin by Michelle Faber. It's got a very, very cool cover here. I haven't read this book. Jason has read this book and absolutely loves it. Yeah. Anyway, I was asking him desperately, like, what books do we have that start with the letter U? And he was like, Under the Skin. So, and then finally for the E, I grabbed Eventide by Kent Harif. This is the second in kind of a trilogy that Kent Harif wrote about a small town in Colorado. All three of them were excellent, excellent books. The first one's Plainsong, Eventide, and then the last one's Benediction. They are just fantastic books. And I actually think Eventide, it might be my favorite one of the three, which is a little unusual for the second one. They're not, you don't have to read them in order. There's not the same characters, if that makes sense. So it's just different people, but it all takes place in the same place. Okay. Oh, and then I grabbed this just, cover the bases. The Blue Flower. So we got Blue's whole name in there. Penelope Fitzgerald. I've heard so much praise about this book over the year, but I read another book by Penelope Fitzgerald that I didn't really like, but still, oh man, I've just heard so many good things about The Blue Flower that I may have to relent and read it. What is your cat's relationship with books? So If you follow me on Instagram, which that information is down below, I'm on Goodreads and Instagram. Obviously on Instagram, you know, it's a photo platform, so there's more opportunity to talk about cats there than there is on Goodreads. But yeah, I regularly post pictures of Blue on Instagram, and I like a lot of cat reels. Jason and I, like, sometimes when we're having a rough day, like, we send each other cat reels, just to break things up a little bit. But yeah, so there's, for some reason, like, Blue really likes the little sticky tabs that I put in the book. He tries to attack them. He tries to attack, like, if there's like a silk bookmark coming out of a book, he will go after it. At one point, Jason was redoing the bookshelves, and he had like an empty space in one of the areas, and Blue, because it was a low shelf, Blue jumped up, and yeah, like, Jason has a picture of Blue on the bookshelves, which was pretty funny. We weren't sure how the cats were going to respond to the library, like how, if they would behave in here or not. So the room needed a door anyway, and sounds so crazy in retrospect, but we thought we may not be able to have them in this room, so the door does lock on the outside. We just weren't sure what, you know, if they were going to jump up on things, or if things were going to be broken, or I don't know what else. There are a lot of pictures of Blue on my Instagram feed, so, and I will have to put one up for this video as well. Question 5, what is your favorite book with a cat? I mean, I do love these poems so much. I think though, my favorite book that has illustrations, the cats aren't really characters in the book, but this is a children's book, The Storytelling Princess by Rafe Martin and illustrated by Kimberly Bulkenroot. And I love this book so much. And just to give you an idea, like, just look at the title page, with, you know, all, I don't know if you can see the cats, but this whole book is about two different characters. Look there, you can see the cats there. So there's two different families, and there's a color scheme and a theme that go with both families. And anyway, and there's cats everywhere, like even just right up there, like almost in the margin. So I just really love that about this book, is that it's not only about, it's kind of a love letter to books in some ways, and to telling stories and to reading stories, but it definitely includes a lot of illustrations with cats in it, and I love that. Okay. Question number 6. Find a book on your shelves with a cat on the cover. Okay, and then this question 7 is find a book on your shelves or in your TBR that has the word cat in the title or has a cat in it. So I'm going to kind of combine these here. So I have read this one, and I've shown this on my channel before. Man, that's such a great picture. This is Timothy Finley's Not Wanted on the Voyage, and this is a retelling of Noah and the Ark, and it is wild. It is just a really, really wild ride of a book. But the cat does play a very significant part in the story, and so if you're ever looking for a biblical retelling This is the one I would, sorry, my foot's falling asleep. This is the one I would recommend. I just remember Noah's wife at one point is playing the piano in the rain, and I think like drinking gin. Just to give you like some idea of just how out there it is, but it's still, it's a really, really good book. Okay. So I haven't read either of these books, and I was hoping there would actually be a picture on the cover. This is one of Jason's favorite books, The Snow Leopard, by Peter Matheson. So getting the cat-like name in the title there. I haven't read this, but it is definitely something I would like to read. And like I said, it's a really important book for Jason. And then this is a book that neither Jason nor myself have read. This is The Animal Dialogues, Uncommon Encounters in the Wild by Craig Childs. And Jason picked this up in a bookstore. This cat, this cat is like the stuff of nightmares. A mountain lion. If I can find it, I'm gonna link below a video of, it's on Ozyman, a amazing, huge YouTube channel, and he shows a video of a guy who's being stalked by a mountain lion, but there's like, he does the voiceover of the mountain lion, and I've watched it so many times, in part like because it's like it's terrifying, but Ozyman makes it funny, and nothing happens. Like, the guy is okay. He really got lucky. Yeah, he came across a mountain lion and her babies. So when we moved to Missoula, Montana, into student housing, which was right next to one of the mountains, they gave us a flyer about what to do if you encountered a mountain lion, and if you had a child with you, what to do if you encountered a mountain lion. I was like, oh my God, you've got to be kidding me. So fortunately, we did not see any mountain lions. I actually don't think I've ever seen one, and I'm totally fine with that. Totally okay with it. Some people to tag. I really want to tag Summer at Sterling Reads. She just recently changed her channel name, but I think she would be fantastic. I also would like to tag Lukash at A Cruel Reader's Thesis. I'd like to tag Erin Facer. Erin, if you want to do cats or if you want to do rabbits, I will leave it up to you, because I think this tag is pretty flexible. And I would also like to tag Jordan Parsons. And Jordan, I think we would all enjoy a rat version of this tag. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear about your cat, or what you thought of some of the footage of Blue, or any of these books. If you've had an encounter with a mountain lion, I'd love to hear that story, or if you're familiar with this book. Yeah, so tell me down in the comments section below. If you don't feel up to leaving a comment, you can always leave an emoji or give this video a thumbs up. Again, I'd love to connect with you on Goodreads or Instagram, and you can find all that information down below. So thanks so much for watching. And again, Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon. Bye. Look at those feet. What creature could be? Oh, it's a blue cat. It's a blue cat. All right, cover you cover you back up, except for one foot.